A father-daughter duo is ready to take the hardwood together for one last time this Saturday. I had the opportunity to speak to Chad and Liv Meador of the Summers County Bobcats girls basketball team about the unbreakable bond they formed, lessons learned, and what's next for them. The basketball court at Summers County High School is home away from home for Lady Bobcats head coach Chad Meador and his daughter Liv as they closed a chapter of their lives after a state title run in Charleston. Sights were set at the beginning of the season to get to states, and despite a tough schedule, the team adapted.
Somewhere along the way, we started to click, and that last 3 weeks of the season was pretty special. So getting to the state tournament was a big deal.
But to Coach Meador, basketball is more than just a game. It was a chance to form an unbreakable bond with Liv, who didn't take the time they spent together on or off the court for granted.
Well, it's really special to have him as my coach these past 4 years. And even before then, I mean, he's been my coach my whole life pretty much. So this means a lot to have him at home and on the court as well.
Liv has spent her whole life around the game of basketball, and her dad knows all about the trials and tribulations that can come along with the sport they both love.
She's weathered the storm, so to speak. She's been battle-tested in a lot of different things. She's overcome some adversity. You know, in the game of basketball has been able to instill those life lessons, even though it may not be that important, but it does provide that base moving forward in life. Liv was a great leader, and she saw a lot of players before her, and she fulfilled that role and did a tremendous job at that.
Perhaps the biggest life lesson Chad instilled in his daughter is mental toughness, which she can carry with her as she enters the next stage of her life, serving the country in the Army.
I'm going to have that when I'm at my training in the Army, so it's a big help for that.
Chad takes pride in Liv's ability to handle life's battles and emphasizes the importance of being mentally tough both on and off the court.
I mean, mental toughness kind of separates the good ones from the great ones, and that's very important because, you know, the human element. The ball's not going to go into the hoop every night. Every shot's not going to fall in. So you have to get through some of those adverse moments in the course of a basketball game. And sometimes it's you that's not making the shots, so you have to play a little tougher defense. You have to be a little bit more of an inspiration to your teammates and to find a way. And I think that's one thing that Liv has always been able to do. She's been able to find a way.
The 2022-23 season may have come to a close, but Chad and Liv are overcome with emotion, knowing they have one last opportunity to step on the court together for the All-Star game.
I've been doing this for so long, and this is the last one. It's the last game I'll ever play with him as my coach. It's really sad, but I'm glad it's him that's coaching me.
With tears in his eyes, Chad recalls one of the most memorable moments coaching his daughter.
One in particular was here in the regional final. And she had a game-winning pass to our center, Grace Harvey. Had a couple 5-second calls there against one of the best guards in the state of West Virginia. So that was pretty special to watch.
Coach Meador, who announced his retirement following the state tournament run, knew it was time to call it quits and knew the day would come where he would no longer coach his daughter. But he is at peace with his decision and grateful for the support he's received along the way.
One chapter closes, another chapter opens. That's just life. You have to stop sometime and just move forward.
In Summers County, I'm Samara Rosenfeld reporting for Newswatch.